We're here today at the ARC Forum in Orlando, Florida, and we're talking with Colin Beaney of IFS. He's the Industry Director for Utilities and Energy. Colin, welcome to Orlando.
Thank you very much, Ralph.
So, could you talk a little bit about some of the strengths of IFS in the ERP, EAM, and field service space?
Yep, fine, Ralph. As you know, we've been in this space for over 30 years now. We're a global player in the market. We've got some strengths and made some heavy investments into this area as well. The acquisition of 360 Scheduling for service optimization. And we've also recently started to work with Tier 1 partners in delivering solutions for those industries.
Well, IFS has been around for a long time, decades. Good company, has developed a lot of strengths. You've been started out in EAM as you moved into a full suite of ERP applications. But let's focus a little bit on the last year. Can you talk about some of the important developments that occurred at IFS in the past year?
Yeah, absolutely. The results that we've just recently published show year-on-year growth, doubling the expected targets within the ERP industry. We launched the Microsoft Azure offering for our cloud solution. The Academy, we've launched an Academy that allows us to work, as I say, with those Tier 1 partners, providing accreditation for those. And we see that it's been recognised that the efforts that we've put into staying close to our customers have really paid off in those regards.
In your role at IFS, I know you're focused on energy and utilities. Could you talk about some of the industry trends that are occurring?
Yeah, we look after all asset-intensive type organisations, so it's energy and utilities, oil and gas, pulp, paper, steel manufacturing, those sort of things. And, we're seeing that there is a real increase in expectations around service levels. We see a clear focus on expecting that one application will cover the full asset life cycle, including projects, supply chain optimization, resource optimization. It just seems to be the expectation is for a greater breadth of offering there from one supplier.
In IFS, I see a lot of flexibility in terms of serving your clients. There are a lot of different modules that are available, and they're all fully integrated. And I particularly like that a client can pick those modules that fit their particular needs. Could you talk a little bit specifically around energy and utilities, how you service those industry trends?
Yeah, absolutely, Ralph. Well, one of the most exciting things that we've done recently is, again, together with Microsoft, we've launched a mobile solution, and that really does meet the requirements that customers have to get immediate feedback on problems. They can start to move into the fault finding process quite quickly. We're doing some work around the augmented reality, Internet of Things. We've done some studies with a company back in Sweden, that sort of shows, to address that issue around, the aging workforce, the skills gap that there is likely to be. We've sort of worked with companies where, you're at the top of a turbine, a wind turbine, you've gone all the way up there, and you find that there's a little bit of advice that you need to continue the repair. And the augmented reality capability that you've taken with you gives you that ability to get that remote guidance and that remote assistance. And that's really working well for us.
Wow, I didn't realize you were working on that aspect. That sounds pretty interesting. I really like the concept that you just said about a technician who's dealing with a very complicated piece of equipment. He gets some expert help in real time when he's actually doing the work. Yeah. That's great. That's great. So we're here in February of 2015, and a lot of us are anticipating the rest of the year and what can happen. So I'm just asking if you can forecast the future for us a little bit about what's going to happen at IFS and what are you working on?
Okay, well, I mean, our CEO recently has forecasted good growth for this year. We're really excited to be launching our new version, Apps 9. We've got our World Conference coming up in Boston. I mean, we hope you guys can attend. That's in May this year. And more importantly, I think, we just see that we will continue to work closely with our customers, look at what they need and what they desire, and just remain, the agile alternative solution.
At the conference here, where a lot of things going on, a lot of talk about the Internet of Things. Is there anything particular that IFS is doing to leverage the Internet of Things? I know you have a good EAM application, good field service management, and you also have RCM reliability capability to back that all up. You got anything around the Internet of Things to play in?
Absolutely. I mean, there's going to be some exciting announcements at the World Conference for sure, but I can just mention one of the things that we've realised in the construction industry is around materials and materials going missing from site and the hiring of materials for carrying out the infrastructure developments. And we're working with some sensors that go onto those pieces of equipment so that they're hired to the project, you know where they are, and more importantly, you know if they're being used. Because there's a lot of waste in that industry with idle plant that has been hired at high cost to a project that is just sitting there not being utilised fully. So, we're doing some very exciting work around that and hire and those sort of details.
That's an aspect of the Internet of Things that hasn't been mentioned here at the forum, the optimizing the supply chain, making sure that materials can be easily located and used in a project.
Well, I think we've picked up that really is a key cost to those industries that are involved in heavy infrastructure, construction, development, and project management.
Wow, very, very interesting. We're here in Orlando at the ARC Forum, talking with Colin Beaney of IFS. Thank you for listening.